What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and once again we're back with the polls, just asking who do you think was next, or if you had a choice between these two characters, which one would you want more and why? Now this was another clear blowout, like holy crap. Was I expecting it? Slightly, but also at the same time I just knew for fact that since Moro versus Cumber is like not a really good comparison at all, I just figured these are two characters that they don't have a chance in hell in making it into Dragon Ball FighterZ. Not in this season at all, and more so Cumber not at all, period. I don't think he would ever make it into FighterZ because he's a Dragon Ball Heroes character. Dragon Ball Heroes is a fan servicey show, that a promotional show for a game over in Japan, and I believe it's over here now too. It's a card game, and a lot of people enjoy it, but at the same time, to me, it's just terrible. Honestly, if we're keeping it a stack, it's too fan servicey, just a bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna say would never happen, because anything can happen, but a bunch of stuff that's very unlikely. And while Moro is a really dope villain who has been taking over the manga for, you know, the past almost 2 years. I think that manga but that series in the manga, that arc, has been going on for a couple years now, and it's insane because this character, who started off really cool, after this past Dragon Ball Super chapter, people have just been noticing that he's another Cell. Honestly, he's just a brand new Cell, brand spanking new Cell, and a lot of Goku regression. But we're not talking about that specifically. We're talking about if these characters were to make it into Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I don't see them having a chance at all. Moro isn't even finished yet, so he still has moves that he could possibly be added. So to me, he's a character that would end up in the game during a second version of the game, so Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 or something like that. And he just, I don't know, the manga, to me, they wouldn't add a character just basically based off of the manga. They like to take source material from the manga, but I still think they would like to see it animated first before they go ahead and add a character from the manga. And again, Cumber is just, to me, he's just a Broly with dark ki, if we're keeping it a stack. I know I will be hated for this, but that's honestly how I see him. But anyways, enough from me. Let's just talk about what you guys want to talk about in the comment section below. Let's just see your thoughts on this. Scout Trooper, woo! Let's go for Cumber and FighterZ. More beefy boys. Cumber would make an excellent addition to the roster. His supers would be great, maybe even a great ape form. Love Cumber very much, and we have like 2 Evil Saiyans right now. Why not more? I agree with you. I think Turles could be a nice addition. Majin Vegeta could be a nice addition as technically an Evil Saiyan. There's definitely a lot more that they can do in terms of Saiyans, but at the same time, they could be done with it as well. I don't really know too much about Cumber other than he can go into this berserk form, and his ki can make other people go into berserk forms and go evil, crazy, and stuff like that. So I could see it being a really cool mechanic that they added or something like that. I thought long and hard on it, but I'll take Cumber. I would like to see how they use his berserker ki to make your own assist turn on you, like Goku did on Vegeta for a minute. Again, I don't know too much about Cumber, but all I know is that he is able to essentially turn you evil, make you turn on your own person. And I think it would be a weird thing to make our own assist turn on us. I think more than likely it would make the opponent's assist turn on them, and even then I think what would happen is, like, if he were to use this move or something like that on the opponent, like let's say it's a level 1, I think personally they would make it to where it's like Master Roshi's Mafuba, right? essentially the assist just swaps out and stays out for a certain period of time, basically just the same way as like it's not going to act on your accord, right? Like the assist won't come out because you want it to, or they could make it into a pretty cool mechanic to where it's like once Cumber activates this move, he can make the opponent use their assist, right? Just out of nowhere or something like that. And if you know it's coming, if you know an assist is coming, you are better equipped to dodge it or whatever. Again, I don't know too much about the character, but I would like to see how their take on it. So I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm not familiar enough with either of these with my boy Besu here, but I would I would play devil's advocate and pick Cumber, even though he is just another Saiyan. I like Saiyans, so I can't be mad at anybody who wants another Saiyan. Who doesn't like Saiyans? I mean, when we talk about Dragon Ball and especially get into that Xenoverse side of things, so many people have, you know, original characters or created characters that they make into Saiyans, because the thought of just going Super Saiyan is just, you know, people love that. Super Saiyan God, Ultra Instincts, things like that. Like that's just what people like. So I can't be mad at anybody for wanting another Saiyan. Just thinking about Moro and Dragon Ball FighterZ makes my blood boil from excitement. I as well, because this character, again, I think he started off really cool, and then he just kind of started getting a bit silly. Just Toyotaro made him take things from too many different villains. He started off this magical guy who could, you know, take ki from other people. So I can easily see them having him or giving him a feature where he can literally take your meter from you because he's able to do that. Or like, you know, depending on which version of Moro they add, obviously they would most likely add the current version of Moro where he takes Miras's power, and that's his latest transformation, his god form, essentially his angel form. That is the Moro that we would get from the manga. And granted, he has all of these previous powers as well, so he would have that magic ability. He would have the ability to take powers from other people, so he would essentially be Android 21 if we're keeping it a stack. You know, he would get these, he would get a slot just like Android 21, and he would be able to take a beam from somebody, or you know, just something like that. He would be another Android 21, and I mean, Android 21 is pretty unique in that aspect, so I wouldn't be mad at it anyway. Why you have to do this to me, LOL, making me choose between my boys. I'm sorry about that, man, but I like to give hard choices, even though I didn't think this would be too hard of a choice. As you can see, Moro completely blew out Cumber. 84% of you would rather Moro other than Cumber in the game, and I'm not mad at any of you who would want that. I think Moro is more stronger than Cumber, and Moro also could become in the anime in the future. He's so cool. Power Cells DLC. I think you're right. We can't really say who's more powerful. I mean, because Moro can eat ki, I'm sure he could easily take Cumber, but I don't think that's a reason to put a character in the game over somebody else if we're keeping it a stack. But yeah, this guy's absolutely right. I just wanted to see what he said. Dude, power levels don't have a meaning in fighters, and it's totally true. This is the reason that Yamcha can be Ultra Instinct Goku within Dragon Ball FighterZ, so it doesn't, honestly, just doesn't really matter. I would love the outfit and hair to see on FighterZ. He might be a better Bardock. If he's talking about Cumber, then I'm what? Cumber's bigger. I don't see any comparison to him with Bardock, so sorry. And Robert Parker, even though Moro outclassed Cumber, LOL, I would still love to see Cumber in the game with his command grabs and the move where he grabbed Goku's leg and tossed him out of the air. Imagine that move in a game like FighterZ. When you're trying to pressure him and his DP is a command grab, you wouldn't be able to punish it, LOL, because it has super armor and it's still invincible in it, just like Master Roshi DP. So I I can't understand a command grab DP. This more so sounds like a counter similar to like Janemba or Jiren. So I think that's more so where you would go with this. If we're talking about tossing somebody into the air or out of the air, similar to Broly, similar to DBS Broly, things like that. So just to help you out a little bit there. Might as well be Moro. We have enough Saiyans. Man, people really don't like Saiyans, and they love Saiyans at the same time. What do we do? These two are really awesome to see. I appreciate that. Yeah, but it's got to be Moro with his snout before he fused. That has a cooler moveset. Well, again, it doesn't really matter which one they choose, as long if they choose an earlier iteration, then he has those earlier powers. But if they choose his most recent version, then they can pick and choose from all of his forms. So that's why I think they would most likely give us the final form of Moro. Moro is the best bet because I understand him more than Cumber. Again, me kind of as well, but I also think Cumber could be cool depending on what they do with him. Moro's a more unique character. Cumber is just another Saiyan. Damn, man. Cumber has that ability to, you know, turn you into a berserk. I think that's a cool and neat ability. Although I do think Moro has way more unique things to him with all of his magic abilities. I think either or could be pretty cool. I would have picked Moro had it not been for his unoriginal magical cell shtick. I agree. So I vote for Cumber because I have a thing for masked characters. He's got plenty of moves from both the anime and the game to make into a moveset, and he's a Saiyan, so he's bound to sell regardless. Plus he looks pretty badass. Just imagine how his dark key would look in FighterZ graphics. I agree, man. I really enjoy looking at fighters visually, and ArcSys really knows how to make a character look good, look amazing. Like, just look at UI Goku and his aura. Even though it's kind of weird how when he sparks up, the aura goes away, but that's neither here nor there. It still looks beautiful. I didn't know how they would implement that heat coming off of Ultra Instinct Goku until he was added, and boy, I gotta say it looks really good. So I wouldn't mind seeing how his dark key would be flowing within Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm pretty sure it would look really cool. Can it be Goat Head Moro? Yeah, it depends, man. It depends. Gotta learn how to play as Moro in season 4 or season 5. And then let's go and skip to this person here. No Dragon Ball Hero characters should be in FighterZ, in my opinion. Dragon Ball Hero characters are an embarrassment to me. Bad characters made to be fan service to promote a silly game. Moro, on the other hand, could be exciting, but I feel it would be too soon for them since he is only in one arc. That's only in the manga and it hasn't finished yet. If they do add him, it's got to be season 4 or after this arc ends. And am I the only one waiting on PyCon? So let's talk about this real quick. Basically all villains have one arc, unless you're Frieza, of course, but they're more drawn out. So I think that's what you kind of mean. Moro, his manga arc has been going on for a couple of years, and he's cool to me. I just think they just did a bad idea with his character. So I'm hoping that he ends off all right, but if not, I'm sure ArcSys knows how to make a character that could be cool in terms of using Moro, so I'm not mad at it at all. But anyways, guys, we're just gonna go ahead and stop it right there with your guys' thoughts. I think these two characters could possibly be pretty good if they were to be added into Dragon Ball FighterZ as the next DLC characters. I don't think that's going to happen, but for sure in a future game or something like that. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know who you personally want as the next DLC character if it were up to you. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, remember to follow me on Twitter. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you. Peace out.